Carlos King just went OFF on Facebook, and this time, he didn't come empty. Oh no, he came with receipts against Marsau and LaTisha that have the entire Huntsville community buzzing. Fans are calling it the biggest bombshell of the year, and the question everyone's asking is why now? Why did Carlos finally decide to drop this proof, and what does it mean for the Scots' future? Could this be the end of their empire, just the beginning of a scandal no one saw coming? Carlos King isn't just a producer, he's the puppet master. The mastermind. The man who knows exactly how to turn Huntsville upside down with just one post. And let's be real, when Carlos speaks, the whole reality TV world listens. For years, his tension with Marsau and LaTisha Scott has been simmering in the background, rumors of shady business moves, whispers of backroom deals, and fans accusing the couple of not being as squeaky clean as they pretend. But this time, Carlos didn't just hint, he didn't just throw shade. He came with proof. Yes, receipts dropped straight on Facebook for the world to see, and fans are losing their minds. The question now is, what does this mean for the Scots, and why did Carlos finally decide to unleash it all at 45? When Carlos King hit that post button on Facebook, nobody was ready for what came next. This wasn't just a vague rant. This wasn't shade thrown in passing. This was a full-on screenshots, private messages, receipts that had fans scrolling, zooming in, and screen-grabbing like detectives on the case. Carlos didn't hold back. Every line felt like a bullet aimed directly at Marsau and LaTisha's so-called perfect image. Within minutes, the comment section exploded. Fans were tagging each other left and right. "Girl, did you see this?" Shares started piling up. The post went viral across groups, and suddenly everyone in Huntsville and beyond was talking about it. Some couldn't believe Carlos went this far, while others cheered him on, saying, "Finally, the truth is out." And let's be clear, this wasn't messy gossip for the sake of gossip. This felt calculated. Every screenshot had a purpose. Every message was laid out like evidence in a courtroom. Carlos wanted people to know. He wasn't ranting, he was presenting a case. And honey, the Scots were looking guilty in the court of public opinion. And here's where things went from shocking to downright scandalous. Carlos didn't just talk, he showed. The so-called power couple, Marsau and LaTisha, who always paint themselves as the picture-perfect family on screen, were suddenly caught in the middle of a storm of proof that left fans gasping. According to Carlos' receipts, we're talking shady business dealings that didn't add up, whispers of secret lawsuits that were swept under the rug, and even hints of betrayal that went way beyond just money. Fans have whispered for years that something about the Scots empire didn't feel clean. Those rumors of backdoor deals, unpaid debts, and questionable contracts. And now, Carlos is basically saying, "See, y'all thought I was playing, but here's the evidence." The juiciest part. The proof lined up with exactly what fans had been speculating for seasons. All those late-night Twitter threads, all those shady memes about Marsau's mystery business trips and LaTisha's blind loyalty, it all started making sense. Gossip blogs went wild, stitching the receipts with clips from the show, pointing out every little inconsistency in their storyline. And the twist, Carlos didn't even have to say much. He let the screenshots speak for themselves. A cryptic caption here, a spicy emoji there, and boom, the Scots' entire reputation looked like it was hanging by a thread. For years, fans suspected the truth was messier than what we saw on camera. Now Carlos is saying loud and clear, the mess is real, and the evidence is in. And here's the part that blew the roof off Huntsville: the proof. Carlos didn't just hint, he flat out exposed Marsau and LaTisha in a way that had fans' jaws on the floor. We're talking shady contracts, mysterious missing money, and whispers of business deals that were never as squeaky clean as the Scots wanted everyone to believe. Remember those rumors that Marsau had partners who mysteriously disappeared from projects? Or those whispers that LaTisha was signing off on things she didn't fully understand? Well, Carlos' receipts made all of that chatter feel way too real. Allegedly, there were emails, screenshots, even old messages that hinted at promises broken and deals gone wrong. One alleged document suggested Marsau had been cutting corners financially, like using other people's money but never delivering results. And another seemed to tie LaTisha into quietly backing him up, even when things didn't add up. Fans instantly remembered every time LaTisha swore on camera that she trusted her man blindly. And now, that blind trust looked less like loyalty and more like cover-up. The wildest part, fans had been speculating about this for years. The shady late-night business trips, the missing details in Marsau's explanations, the way LaTisha always got defensive whenever someone asked too many questions. Social media blew up with people saying, "We knew it, we called this seasons ago." And Carlos didn't even need a long rant. Nope, a few receipts, a couple of cryptic captions, like, "The truth always comes out," and suddenly the Scots' polished image cracked wide open. Gossip blogs replayed the evidence over and over, pointing out how it lined up perfectly with all the messy rumors fans had whispered about in the background. For years, people suspected there was more drama behind Marsau and LaTisha's so-called success story. And now Carlos is saying, "Here's the evidence. The smoke you saw, it was definitely fire." Huntsville went into absolute meltdown. Fans were not just talking, they were screaming online. Within minutes, hashtags like #Carlos exposed the Scots, #receipts.lie, and #Huntsville drama started trending. Twitter was on fire. Some people were cheering Carlos for finally putting Marsau and LaTisha on blast, while others said he was being petty and going too far. One fan wrote, "Carlos is just saying what we've all known for years. Marsau's hands aren't clean." Another clapped back, "This is messy. Carlos is trying to ruin a family just for views." The whole fandom was completely split. And of course, everyone was waiting for the cast to weigh in. Melody, Shari. Oh, she was quick with the subtle shade. No names mentioned, but a cryptic Instagram story popped up with her laughing and writing, "Karma doesn't miss." Fans instantly decoded it as a shot at Marsau and LaTisha. Kimmy, on the other hand, stayed suspiciously quiet. No comment, no post, no shade, just silence. Which only made fans speculate even more. Was she protecting her brother-in-law? Or was she staying out of the fire because she knew Carlos' receipts were legit? And Marsau and LaTisha? TOTAL, silence. No statement. No live video defending themselves. Nothing. Which, let's be honest, only made the gossip even juicier. Because in a world where everyone claps back within hours, that kind of silence is deafening. As fans kept saying, the silence from the Scots is louder than words. The comments section on Carlos' post turned into a war zone, supporters demanding more receipts, haters calling him out, and neutral fans just grabbing popcorn like, this is better than the actual show. Huntsville wasn't just talking, they were living for every second of this chaos. But here's where things get even messier. Everyone was waiting for Marsau and LaTisha to clap back because let's be real, the Scots are never the type to stay quiet when someone drags their name through the mud. But this time, nothing. No statement. No late night live. No shady posts. Just silence. And in the world of reality TV and social media, silence is suspicious. Fans immediately started asking, wait, are they guilty? Are the receipts real? Is this why they're not saying anything? Others argued maybe it was a smart move, with one fan tweeting, if lawyers are involved, their silence could mean legal strategy, not guilt. Because let's not forget, when the word proof and criminal start floating around in the same sentence, this stops being just messy drama and starts looking like something that could actually blow up legally. Some insiders even whispered that Marsau and LaTisha may have already brought in attorneys, possibly preparing to sue Carlos for defamation, or at least threatening to. But here's the gossip twist, everyone's buzzing about if they were gearing up to sue. Wouldn't they have said something by now? Wouldn't they have posted something like, our lawyers are handling this, or these are lies and we'll see you in court? The fact that they haven't said anything has fans side-eyeing hard. And so the debate rages on, are Marsau and LaTisha just keeping it classy while Carlos spirals? Or is their silence basically an unspoken admission that Carlos' receipts might actually hold some truth? Either way, the Scots' defense or total lack of one has only made the fire burn hotter. And now, the million-dollar question, what does all of this mean for love and marriage? Huntsville. Because let's be real, when Carlos King drops receipts, it's never just a momentary scandal. It's a storyline earthquake. Fans are buzzing that this could mark the beginning of the end for the Scots. If Carlos truly has evidence, real, undeniable proof, then the entire Scot empire could be at risk. Think about it. Shady business deals, credibility shattered, fans calling them out left and right. How do Marsau and LaTisha recover from that? Some viewers are already predicting firings, with one fan posting, if Carlos cut Destiny for not bringing enough, imagine what he'll do if Marsau and LaTisha's dirt is actually exposed. Others think this could force the Scots into becoming the center of the storyline, whether they like it or not. Because let's face it, reality TV thrives on scandal, and Carlos knows how to milk every drop of it. But here's the kicker. If Carlos truly has the receipts he claims, this isn't just storyline material, it's legacy. Their businesses, their reputation in Huntsville, even their standing with the cast could be demolished. Imagine the fallout if clients stop trusting them, or if the other cast members start distancing themselves. So now fans are left wondering, are Marsau and LaTisha about to fight harder than ever to protect their empire? Or are we witnessing the slow crumble of the Scotts right before our eyes? Because if Carlos really has the proof he says he does, then this isn't just gossip anymore. It's the ticking clock on the Scotts' entire brand. And there you have it, Carlos King, at 45, is not pulling any punches. And Marsau and LaTisha might just be facing the fight of their lives. If these receipts are real, if this proof holds up, then the Scotts empire could collapse faster than anyone expected. But here's where things get even spicier. This might just be the beginning. If Carlos is bold enough to drag the Scotts on Facebook, what's stopping him from dropping even more names, more receipts, and exposing even bigger secrets? If Marsau and LaTisha are in trouble, who's safe in Huntsville anymore? Now, I want to know what you think. Is Carlos being ruthless and going too far? Or is this exactly what love and marriage, Huntsville needed to shake things up? Do you believe the Scotts' silence means they're guilty, or are they gearing up for an even bigger clap? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this drama is far from over. Hit that like button if you're ready for more receipts. Subscribe so you don't miss the next scandal, and turn on notifications, because trust me, the next bombshell could drop at a nigh moment.